Bacterial reference materials are frequently used in laboratories for quality control in microbiological analysis. These materials should always be purchased from a competent and reliable producer. In this video, we will demonstrate the proper handling and cultivation process of a bacterial reference material after purchase. Welcome to Microchem's Experiments. Culture preparation from stock material involves just three main steps. First, unboxing and opening the material. Second, inoculating it onto suitable culture media. And finally, incubating under appropriate growth conditions. All procedures should be performed inside a biological safety cabinet. An incubator is required to provide optimal growth conditions. You will also need culture media, either agar plates or broth tubes, depending on your purpose. Before starting, disinfect the working surface, gloves, and all usable materials using 70% isopropyl alcohol. Now, let's begin with unboxing and opening the reference material. This is a reference material of Escherichia coli, purchased from Microbiologics. The strain number is Escherichia coli ATCC 8739, as indicated on the label. Additional production information is also provided on the packaging. After opening the paper box, we find an intact inner poly pack. The lot number and expiry date are clearly mentioned on the label. Tear at the marked position to open it. Inside, we find another sealed plastic packet. The lot number and expiry date are clearly mentioned on the label. Upon opening, we obtain a cotton swab stick. This swab contains the lyophilized reference strain of E. coli. The material is manufactured in swab stick format, allowing direct inoculation onto different types of culture media. A video link for culture media preparation is available in the description section. First, we will inoculate a non-selective culture medium. Here, we are using a nutrient agar plate, which supports the growth of most bacteria. Streak the agar surface using the cotton swab in a 3 or 4 quadrant streaking pattern. The advantages of this technique are shown in the display. While the disadvantages of this method are also presented there. We may also inoculate selective media. In this case, we are using chromocult coliform agar, which is selective for coliform bacteria including E. coli. Streak the agar surface using the cotton swab in a 3 or 4 quadrant streaking pattern. Growth on selective media is generally recommended when contamination is suspected. Otherwise, initial recovery on non-selective media is preferable because the bacteria are in a dormant, lyophilized state. The advantages of this technique are shown in the display. While the disadvantages of this method are also presented there. We can also inoculate a non-selective broth medium. Here, we are using nutrient broth. Inoculation can be done by dipping the cotton swab into the broth while gently shaking. After inoculation, vortex the broth to ensure proper mixing. The advantages of this technique are shown in the display. While the disadvantages of this method are also presented there. Inoculation can be done by fully immersing the swab into the broth. After inoculation, vortex the broth to ensure proper mixing. The advantages of this technique are shown in the display. While the disadvantages of this method are also presented there. To allow bacterial growth, incubate the inoculated media under optimal conditions. For E. coli, incubate at 37 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. After incubation, observe the results. The nutrient broth appears turbid, which confirms bacterial growth. On the selective agar plate, violet colonies indicate the presence of E. coli. On a non-selective agar plate, you can observe the characteristic colony morphology of E. coli on nutrient agar. Always follow the manufacturer's specific instructions for handling and cultivating reference bacteria. For short-term storage, the culture can be kept at approximately 2 to 8 degrees Celsius for up to 1 month. After that, subculturing onto fresh media is required. For subculturing, you may follow the streak plate technique. Watch the full subculture technique video via the link in the description. For longer storage, you may prepare a glycerol stock and store it at -20 degrees Celsius. Using this method, the culture can be preserved for up to 6 months. After 6 months, further subculturing is necessary for extended storage. Watch the full video for glycerol stock preparation technique via the link in the description.